Hello, my name is Erica Stassi, and today I will be discussing Chapter 4, which talks about the differences in culture. So, the first thing, in order for a business to be successful in a variety of different countries, it requires a cross-cultural literacy. And by cross-cultural literacy, we mean an understanding of how cultural differences across and within nations can affect the way that business is practiced. So, what exactly is culture? Well, according to Hofstede, Namenwerth, and Weber, by viewing culture as a system of values and norms that are shared among a group of people, and that, when taken together, constitute for a design of living. So there are many different components of culture. Here we look at values, norms, folkways, and mores. So values, by that we mean abstract ideas about what groups of people believe to be good, right, and desirable. Well, put differently, values are just a shared assumption about how things ought to be. By norms, we mean that the social rules and guidelines that prescribe appropriate behavior in a particular situation. For folkways are routine conventions of everyday life, and generally folkways are actions of little moral significance, rather just kind of an everyday to-day routine that we would do. Mores are norms that are seen central to the functioning of a society and to its social life. They have a much greater significance than folkways. Violating mores can actually bring serious retribution, and mores include such factors as indictment against theft, adultery, incest, and cannibalism. So these are just some of the determining factors of what makes a culture. So we have religion, social structure, language, education, economic philosophy, political philosophy. The values and norms of a culture do not emerge fully formed, and they evolve over time in response to a number of the factors that it was just mentioned. So, in every culture, we wouldn't have one without individuals and those individuals who make up groups. An individual is the basic building block of a social organization, and a group is an association of two or more of those individuals who have a shared sense of identity and who interact with each other and each other's behaviors. So, one of the main defining things that a culture could be known for is religion. And a religion is a system of shared beliefs and rituals that are concerned with the realm of the sacred. And the top four most popular religions are Christianity, Hinduism, Islam, and Buddhism. Language. So many languages are spoken in many different countries. Some countries speaking one dominant language, while others, like in the United States, we speak multiple languages. And languages can be spoken and they're also unspoken. So spoken verbal cues are very indicative of the language. If there's an accent, just even formal and informal ways of speaking, and language is structures of the perception of the world. Unspoken is body language. Like for myself, I am Italian, and I tend to speak with my hands a lot, whereas in other cultures, that might not be something that is important or even thought of. And personal space, once again, I am Italian, so I definitely make sure that I'm very affectionate when I place. So cultures are ranked high or low on this dimension for power distance based on particular societies' ability to deal with inequalities. Individualism concerns individualistic or collective societies. And Hofstede's cultural dimensions also go into the dimension of uncertainty avoidance that measures the extent to which a culture socializes its members into accepting ambiguous situations and tolerating uncertainty. And finally, masculinity versus femininity. This just looks at the relationship between men and women and how they work together. Thank you so much for joining my little video tutorial, and I hope you learned a lot about the differences in culture. Thank you.